This is a video for AUD JPY in focus. We're looking at tracking as well. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like these videos. It helps me help you. And also, please see the show description to see that this is not to be taken as trading advice. Do your own research and due diligence. My strategy may differ to yours, and prices are very volatile at present and can move against you very quickly. So as long as this outlook follows your criteria, then feel free to make adjustments where needed. If it does not follow your criteria, at least give it a watch here and take in a different approach, right? So what we're going to look at first is AUD JPY on a monthly time frame. And what can we immediately notice is that price hasn't touched since November 2014 on the original level. So that's about almost 8 years coming up now. And the reason why price is still bullish and has, I'll admit it, a few times caught me out in pure frustration of trading is that all these wicks here have been great opportunities to add potential shorts, and they really have, because if you took the 95 month high here to the 87, you got a lot of pips. That's a lot of pips. 145 pips, which is hectic. Yeah, it's a lot. 8% of the move is unbelievable. But the reason why is because fresh levels have been hit. So a lot of the time, markings have been placed here thinking this is a nice monthly fresh zone, and it is. And the reason why selling has been a great opportunity here is because it's a fresh level. It's not going to hold though, because the original level here is above, and it needs to be tapped. So keep that in mind. So from a monthly perspective, the curve is completely intact from here being suppressed and causing a breakout retest, although retests do not always format to exactly retesting the trend line. It can retest a monthly zone again, which it has over here, and caused a weekly buy. This on other brokers is a bearish candle, so you can draw your monthly here on top of the zone, and price has now taken this to reactive highs, created the engulfing month as needed during a time of where price action is minimal, so hence the strong move. Price once has created this level here, once it's surpassed it, has created opportunity here to be retested and netted out. So here's your imbalance, which is unbelievable if you caught this and marked it up correctly. I have not marked it up correctly because I can't capture everything, unfortunately. And sometimes hindsight is the best way to see things. Although your mind knows what's going to happen, and this happens with a lot of traders, you just can't capture it. So yeah, from here, the curve is now strong, and a lot of people will be looking on a monthly for this curve to break, and you'd expect that also. However, keep in mind that this is untapped structure, so price will react in this zone somewhere. It may create a lower high here, or it may go for a deeper retest all up here. We don't know until we get there, but at the present time, it's buying power in strong demand. So on a weekly then, price has created again structural presence, of which the break and retest has been a lot easier to navigate here, and has created subsequent impulses and corrections like so, which has been very nice. And now at present times, we're seeing two corrective structures falling back to pivots, and the weekly and monthly imbalance here has perfectly aligned, and the fresh level here is marked and it's been retested. So what I'm expecting now is that price can offer us one of two things. So from a weekly, price can test back to this level, retest, and then go all the way up to the original level, which is the most likely outcome from a probability perspective. The reason is, look left, structure has indicated still a couple of hundred pips away, at least 700 in my book, albeit from a low end 300, right? So keep that in mind. Although price will retest this high first, it will create a nice range in my view up to here, bounce back, look for a pivot level within this on daily zone, create a daily trading range, and suppress until it finally reaches a reactive level, which will immediately sell off, or it will retest back into this zone below a fresh level, use that as a demand or support, and then head back into this for a deep retest into the original level. That's where I see price going for a bullish perspective. Subsequently, once this original level has been touched, price can easily break this price action. The reason being is that what it's done in the past is created a sell-off, a breather back to a pivot or a retest of the original level, look for further liquidity grabs, fallen all the way down, created a new low, headed back for a pullback for a PCP level here, and then creating the same structure again, down and down. We can't control the structure at all, so this could be one massive engulfing flag for a week, which takes us 400 pips, for example, and then pivots back, whips all back a couple hundred pips, and then back down immediately to like another couple hundred pips, and just do this format until it decides where it wants to land. And the reason why I keep saying that is because this price action will become redundant, and it will head back towards this zone here, or the monthly here. So if we just jump back to monthly, and we just stick this on the weekly and daily, here's your strong zone. So good opportunity. For daily, price has done two things. So it's created a great curve, which has been highly respected. If you quickly look at this on a 3-day, here is your netting imbalance, which again, what aligns within the monthly, and it's just a perfect setup here. It's using it as a support term resistance. Sorry, a resistance turn support, and then created a new opportunity to buy from here. And from this new high, it's created an opportunity to retrace back to a pivot level. On a daily, it's a lot easier to see. It's created a nice pullback. And if you use a FIBO here, you can get your alignment to maybe 61 or 70 if you use this candle here. I may have used the wrong candle here, but that's okay because that's my fresh level, and the price doesn't always fall back to where you want it to fall back. It'll probably fall back to a 4-hour structure, which is way easier to look at sometimes. But in all honesty, what we're going to look at here is this weekly has created two subsequent testing zones of pullbacks. Squeezed price, which has created this next engulfing pattern. Now, currently we're experiencing not a strong pattern, but price can take us back to one of two ways, back to 92 before hitting long, as previously mentioned on the monthly, or it can also just keep creating subsequent higher highs, which it can do back to this fresh level, sell back towards here, or still respect this entirely and then retest it until this is broken, because this is the original target here. This is our target. So keep that in mind. I'm currently in the sentiment of looking for a buy. The reason being is because I can see price either going one of two ways, right? I can see price going back to 92, where I can see price to look to deviate towards pivot or a retest. Although one can argue that price has already done that here. I may agree, but it depends on how the weekly opens. It depends what's happening to the ASX and the US indices also, and the US dollar. So I'll look there for good opportunity to buy, and then I will hold it until this fresh level, or take a reactive buy upon a great opportunity on a 4 hour, which I don't really like to look at. But price here has a great opportunity because structure still offers us a couple hundred pips. It's not been tested on any of these levels yet, and it's just free buys essentially. So hold it with a wide enough stop, and you can get to this level. Just remember your cost of carry will eat your account away and your position away. So keep multiple positions open with risk adjusted coverings of your account. So your account is pivotal, right? And just to check this out, we've got an approaching the original level here, testing. So it was been tracked since June of the latest post, and price has fallen to exactly where we want to go on the weekly. So price is now heading towards its original level. So keep going there. What else can we talk about? So CAD JPY offers us a similar scenario. On a monthly, you can see what the exact same format, right? Price is respected. Price is respected. Is now squeezed, broken through, break and retest. It's done the same here on a monthly, albeit the smaller is actually done in like a perfect scenario here, essentially. It's broken, retested perfectly. Imbalance is closed right in this zone here. And now the curve has created two strong curves on a monthly. This will tail out as price decides to move, of course, but again, structure here has a great opportunity to go long and deeply retest, or subsequent to that, price can literally take us to this zone here at levels 112, tap and fall back. This price action is now going to be pretty loose and non-existent, so it will look to fall back to this zone here at the small point, break it, I would imagine, and then fall back to a retracement zone on a weekly here. But let's just take a look if we can find anywhere. So I've drawn a zone around here, purely looking at that zone there. I would redraw this out to most likely capture this zone here at the 100 mark, and that would seem to most likely look like a good opportunity subject to a reactive sell upon the fresh original level. Now, if it doesn't do that, your price can take us back towards here, or it can just continue all the way deeply to a corrective zone till you get to the level desired before looking for shorts. And it's exactly the same principle here in AJ. Again, looking at Euro JPY, you can draw this up yourself if you like, but essentially this is the go. And yeah, that's pretty much how price is taking us. So it's perfectly respected this monthly zone, created a opportunity to buy. Now it's almost tapped the original level and fallen and retraced back to a pivot. The pivot has nicely netted out upon here, and subsequently looks nicely across here in this zone, using those as the demand or support, resistance and support. And on a weekly, it's created a strong opportunity here, covering. So I drew a half candle, but I should have drawn a 3/4 candle here, which is my fault, and it would have been a perfect tap of the scenario placing. But there you go. It's all following the same format, even on the daily. Let's just chuck that back on because we want to see everything in terms of where price can take us. And you get an exact like for like format here. albeit slightly different market structures, but price will take us to the original level. So overall, buying is risky. However, at the same time, looking for 4 hour closes or daily confirms closed. Maybe give Monday a miss depending on what the go is. See what you can find. But buying to these levels ideally is imminent. Um, yeah, and that's my outline. Hope that helps you all. Um, yeah, I'll be posting another video soon on Ethereum, and also I will post another video. Another analysis on TradingView. And if you'd like to follow me on TradingView, please, that helps me. I just realized I've got 800 followers, so that's amazing. Thank you all so much, wherever you are in the world. Really appreciate everything you've done and liked and supported me, even though you don't know me and I don't know you. It's amazing. It puts my professional work to good use, and yeah, nice to see that people kind of understand what I'm looking at, or even if they don't, feel free to reach out and ask me some questions. I really don't mind helping at all. Follow me, look at my Telegram, follow me there, and you can get some nice insights which aren't shared on TradingView. And yeah, I'm quite active at present. Due to the amount of opportunities, I can't keep up with the opportunities. I'll be honest, it's too much. But I'll help out where I can. So yeah, until next one. Hero, have a good one.